Okay people, this is himself, and in this video I'm going to talk about Armor King's Lariat. I'm going to show you how I think this move should be used, the oki you get off it, and why it's useful at the wall. So the command for this move is crouch dash 1. This is a high that, correct me if I'm wrong, comes out in 18 frames minimum. One of the standout features is the range. The distance this move covers is immense, and on block you're at +6, so you have the advantage. On top of that, when it lands, you get some guaranteed hits, and that's what we're going to look at next. So on hit, Lariat puts them face down feet away, and in this situation, F+4 heal drop is guaranteed. So putting that together, you're basically doing 39 damage. But what you can also do is follow up with another F+4. Now this isn't guaranteed, but against people who tech roll, back roll or stand up, it puts you at +2, and that means that you can carry on pressuring. The only way they can avoid this is by side rolling. But to combat that, we have DB3. This will hit both the left and right rolls, and if they tech roll into standing. In the latter case, Armor King is at +5, so you have a host of options open to you. One of them is AK Driver, and another is Giant Swing, and I've already done videos covering those, so if you want to see them, wait till the end and I'll give you a link. To block the DB3, they can tech roll, stand up or back roll into a crouch, but that just leaves them vulnerable to heal drop, and when that hits, you're at +7, so a major advantage. What's also guaranteed after Lariat is a ground throw attempt. The one you want to go for is the 1 throw, because this gives you 40 damage. The 2 throw on the other hand only gives you frame advantage, so not as good. But at the wall, it's a different story, and that's what we're going to look at next. So when they're at the wall and you're far away, Lariat becomes a great option. The reason for this is that you cover a lot of distance, and as I mentioned earlier, on block you're at +6. What that means is that F+2-1 becomes uninterruptible, and if they duck or sidestep, they get wall splatted. What you can also do is use a command throw. My personal favourite is Tombstone because it keeps them by the wall and it tracks sidestep right. If you think they're stupid enough to try and interrupt, what you can do is back +2-1-2. This is a natural combat on counter hit, and even if they end up blocking it, you're safe at -7. The issue though is that the last hit is a high, so it can be ducked, but it's so rarely used that most people won't expect it, and it may be possible to hit confirm it as well. When I tested it myself, I got iffy results, so I'd appreciate it if somebody could clear that up for me. Also at the end, I'll be showing you a short collection of wall combos off this, so stick around for that. But when Lariat hits, the situation is a bit more interesting. Instead of just doing the guaranteed heal drop, I'd actually go for the ground throws. The reason for this is that unlike in the open, at the wall, both of them are useful, so you genuinely have a 50-50 mix-up. The 1 throw, as I already mentioned, gives you 40 damage, but it also gives you oki. Against people who stand up or wake up kick, F+1+4 shoulder is guaranteed, but the way you do it is a bit tricky. Instead of just inputting the command, what you have to do is hold forward, wait till Armor King starts taking a step forward, and then do it. If you don't do it like this, it's a whiff on back rolls, and that's not what you want. What that leaves is people staying grounded or side rolling, and what I suggest is either using D3, D4 stomps, DB3 or ground throws. D3 is the low risk, low reward option. It only does 9 damage, but it hits side rolls, beats wake up kicks, and is fast enough against people who stand up. So without a read, this is my preferred option. DB3 is a riskier option, but it's also more rewarding. It does 16 damage on the ground, and against people who stand up, it puts you at +5. However, it can be interrupted by the recovery kick, and blocked by people who stand up and crouch. And if that happens, you're at -26, so you're guaranteed to get launched. The third option is stomps, and these are good against people who stay on the ground, side roll or spring kick. The reason for this is that once the first hit lands, the rest are guaranteed, and that takes your damage to 24. But against wake up kicks and recovery kicks, it's a different story. The first hit interrupts, but they can crouch to block the rest, and when that happens, you end up at -16, so most of the cast will launch you. The last option is ground throws, and these are great against people who stay grounded or side roll, and they both lead to 30 damage. The issue though is that they're risky, because if someone stands up, then you're probably going to get launched. And that brings me to the next section. After Lariat hits at the wall, you can also do the 2 throw. Unlike out in the open, at the wall you get guaranteed damage. The reason for this is that after they get pushed into the wall, they end up at -12, and that means that back +1-2 is guaranteed, so your total damage is 30. What it also means is that you end up at +6, so all the stuff I mentioned about a blocked Lariat, you can use again here. One option that I forgot to mention was Frankensteiner, but here it's perfect, and the reason for that is that after back plus 1-2, people tend to just block, but if they do that, Frankensteiner will catch them, and it's a throw that they can't break. The only thing they can do is duck or jab, but that's risky because they can be wall splatted by F plus 2-1, so based on that, Frankensteiner is definitely worth a try. The last option I want to discuss is Rage Drive. After the wall push, they're at minus 12, but they also can't duck for at least 20 frames, and what that means is that blue mist is guaranteed. Initially I had trouble doing this, but I did find a way. What you do is you predict when their back is about to hit the wall, and it's at that point that you enter the F for the crouch dash. From there, you do down, down, forward as fast as possible, and if you've done it right, the push and the mist will count as a 2-hit combo. And from there, you can do whatever throw you want, but Tombstone is the best choice because of its damage. One thing I tried after the wall push is going directly into a throw, but for some reason, this doesn't work. You can see the pink spark, and they're definitely standing, but I guess Namco just didn't want you to do this. So for the last section of this video, I'm going to show you combos of counter hit to back plus 2-on-2. The sad thing about this move is that the last hit is a tail spinner, which means that you can't tail spin again, but you can still get some good damage, so I hope you guys enjoy those. Also at the end, I'll give you links to the AK driver and giant swing videos, so check them out if you haven't done so already. On top of that, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon next to it so you don't miss anything. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, then give it a thumbs up. If you think I've missed something out or got something wrong, then say so in the comments. There's more Armor King videos coming, so keep your eyes peeled for that, and I'll see you guys in the future.